Okay, I got started back on the ducks. Getting a little bit more mobility in my arm. Still quite painful, but got to work through the pain. Anyway, I don't want to get off on that. I went through and see there I've got all the holes now drilled in the wings for the rigging. I may not do all the rigging on here, especially the stuff that's going to be up here by the cowl, underneath the wing. I'll do some of it, like the long parts, but the shorter ones I may not do. I don't know yet. Got the tail assemblies on both of them done. Like I say, got all the holes drilled. Working on, said I wasn't going to do it, but you can see where that chunk of putty is. I'm plugging up the holes there. That's where a stand is supposed to go. That the stand was not supplied in the kit, and yeah, I've boogered up the plastic here, but I'll get it all sanded. What I did, this is epoxy sculpt. Pardon my sinuses there. This is epoxy sculpt, and I put that in there, and I was going to let it sit for an hour or so, and then come back and take my hobby knife and trim it down. And I totally forgot about it. It's been like a day and a half that I put that in there, and I'm having to whittle it down and scrape it down so I can sand it to shape. When this stuff sets up, it's really hard. It's great to work with. You know, it gives you a long working time, but if you let it sit too long, then you got to do what I'm doing, is having to just whittle it and come on, focus. Having to whittle it and grind it down. I'm gonna have to do a lot of sanding and get it all smoothed out and everything. Then putty. I still got a lot of do all the seam work and everything anyway. Living in Florida, which everybody has sinus issues because of pollen and everything, but today was a high pollen alert, and I mean, it has wreaked havoc on my sinuses. Up here I've got a bunch of the little peripheral parts. There's the engines, and you have to forgive me, I say about my arm here. Let's see if I can get this to focus. You can see there I did drill out the exhaust pipes best I could. So going to hit all that with black primer tomorrow. Try to get the undercarriages here, try to get that cleaned up and ready to go, and then hit it with, I'm going to hit these with gray primer because black primer is too hard for me to see where the seams need to be taken care of. So I'll hit it with gray primer as well as the wings. Probably what I'll do is after I get this all whittled down here, I will go ahead and glue in the bottom wings to the fuselage, get them all squared up, and possibly go ahead and put the tail wings on as well, because that's going to be the roughest part, and I don't want to have to manhandle that around the wings and the tail section. So just a short update. Like I say, I'm getting back at it slowly, but getting back to it nonetheless. Like I say, one of these is going to be the Pearl Harbor version, and that's what I'm doing with the other one. Just the regular, I think it's the Navy version. Both pre-1941. Sinus is killing me. But there's the Pearl Harbor version that I'm doing. Apologize for the shakiness. I've got to where I've had my arm in a sling and everything, and not been able to use it. My hand is very shaky, and so got to work with it to get my mobility back. Okay, I'm going to end this update here. I did get the parts painted in black. That's just a black primer. I'm going to come back and do dry brushing and stuff on it. I've got to slow down. I have had a little setback with my arm. I guess I'm trying to do too much. not only model building, but everyday life. I've got so many things that I got to get done, and I don't really have a lot of options as far as help wise and stuff. Excuse me. But like I say, leaving it off with what I showed a little while ago. This is actually 2 days after the last segment. Been working a little bit on getting those the epoxy sculpt off there. Like I say, my arm is not cooperating like I would like for it to, but there's the parts, and we, hopefully when you see it in the next update, I'll have a little bit more done. So, sorry for the slow progress, but that's just the way it is, I guess. Catch you guys later. Thanks for watching, and take care.